So what are you guys going to do today?
I like to get an encouraging word. You know where I can get an encouraging word at?
Wait a minute, y'all. What time is it? Is it 8 o'clock? Is it time for Wade's Word of the Day? It's time for Wade's Word of the Day.
I heard a word one day. One day when I was going
Are you ready for Wade's Word of the Day? It's 8 o'clock. It's time for Wade.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's Wade's Word of the Day. Wade's Word of the Day. Come on in the room. Let's talk. Who's hanging out with us on this evening? Who's hanging out with us on this evening? Do me a favor. Take your phone. Tag, text, and tell somebody. Tell them to come on in the room. Yeah, it's Wade's Word of the Day. Who's hanging out with us? Come on. I'm going to do what I'm asking you all to do. Yeah, just take your phone. Yeah, that's what this thing is called. Take your phone. Yeah, tag, text, and tell somebody. Tell them to come on in the room tonight. Who's hanging out with us? As you come in the room, let me know where you're calling from. Yeah, it's Wade's Word of the Day. Wade's Word of the Day. Y'all come on in. Tag, text, and tell somebody who's hanging out with us on this evening, this Monday night. Y'all know how I feel about Mondays. So come on in the room. Let's talk. Come on in the room. Let's talk. Who's hanging out with us on this evening? Yeah. Who's hanging out? Lena Winstead, what's going on? Good to see you. Pearl, what's going on? Good to see you this evening. Thank you for coming into the room. Thank you for coming into the room. Who else is hanging out with us tonight? Shakir Wade, I see that you have made your way into the room as well. All right. Who else is hanging out with us on this wonderful evening? Come on, text, tag, and tell somebody. Make sure that you like and share the post. It's very critically. I see 11 folk are in the space. I need you to make sure that you like the post itself. Yeah, I know you're going to be hitting the likes and the hearts and the comment section and all of that type of stuff, but make sure that you like the post itself. I certainly would appreciate it. Thank you so much. Nina Holmes, what's going on? Good to see you this evening. Mondukes, D. Miller, y'all all have made your way into the room this evening. This Monday night, I'm feeling all right. Yeah, y'all know how I feel about Mondays. We come into the space not to tear down, but to lift up, to encourage, to talk about those things that really matter to you and to me. Yeah. How we feel spiritually, how we feel mentally, how we feel physically. All of those things are critically important to us in this space, because in this space, we believe that we are healed. Yeah, in this space, yeah, we don't let our negative self-talk and all of that stuff try to convince us that we're not all that God has purposed for us to be. So it's Monday. And y'all know what time it is right about now. I need you to take your finger. Yeah, let your finger and make it. Take your finger, let it do the typing and say, what? Hello. Hello. Hello, let's talk. When we say hello, we just simply say, hey, we showing up. We arrived. We're in the space, in the place. Yeah, we're not being distracted by our haters. No, hater, get up out of here. You can't block my flow. Come on, get on up out of here. Yeah, haters, we ain't studying y'all. Yeah, fear, we walking in faith, not in fear. So when we say hello, we're simply saying, hey, we're showing up in space. Can I get you tonight just to type that in real quick? Hello. Yeah, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. I see Laura, you're doing it. Hello, Duchess Scott. Hello. Yeah, Brother Ray, what's going on this evening? Good to see you. Thank you for coming into the room. It's Wade's Word of the Day. Come on, let's go ahead and get started. The way that we get started. Here we go. Y'all know what it is. Sing along with me.
Yeah, here we go. Are you getting up? What? I'm getting down. Some Somebody say hello, fearless talk. You know how we do it in this space. We try to get our healing. Hey, it's Wade's word of the day. 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 Wade's word of the day.
Wade's word of the day. Wade's word of the day. Wade's word of the day. Man, I just love that. I don't know. I just love that. I love that. I mean, I think you feeling it too. I mean, that's Wade's word of the day. Wade's word of the day. Wade's word of the day. So listen, tonight is Monday night. I want to start the week off right. But I want to spend some time, oftentimes in this space, in the comment section, I'll hear conversations or, when I say, what do you want to talk about? What's on your mind? And so it's critically important that I'm just not talking about what I think is important, but also trying to figure out what you think is important, what's on your mind, what are the things that you are wrestling with, what are you dealing with? And so I went back and looked at some of the podcasts, and a lot of times when I would ask the question like, hey, what's going on with you? It would all revolve around purpose. People really trying to figure out why they're here, right? What they believe that God is calling them into. And that can be, pretty heavy. That can be pretty heavy on our life because nobody wants to just simply be wandering. Nobody wants to simply be going through this life, not really clear about what it is that we should be doing. And so purpose is very important because purpose leads to motivations, intent, all of those particular things that's tied into my purpose. And then sometimes we start to allow other people to kind of direct and dictate our purpose. And so we end up in these spaces and these places, looking back on life saying, man, how did I get here? And that can be heavy. That can be a heavy weight to carry. I'm speaking to the choir because I understand that. I understand how you think you're clear about one thing, but then as you begin to navigate and move, you find sometimes there's all these limits around you, in terms of perception and what people perceive that you should or should not be doing. And that can be heavy. Anybody know what I'm talking about tonight? Anybody understand that even in discovering your purpose can be heavy? It can be a weight that one carries around specifically if you're not clear, if there is no clarity around your purpose. And so tonight I want to help some folk try to get unstuck. Want to help some people try to find, your purpose. I want to help you on tonight to let go of some of that weight. You know what I mean? And really, and the reality is, just like physically, one is trying to, lose some additional pounds and different things like that. That's what it is as it relates to our physical walk, as it relates to us figuring out what life is. At some point, it can become frustrating when you're doing all of these things, and then you look around and you say, man, I'm not losing anything. What's going on? What's happening? I feel like I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm still carrying this weight. Can I just define weight for you in this moment? Weight just simply means it's simply a burden or a hindrance, something that prevents us from being all that we would want to be? Can we have an honest conversation here tonight on this Monday night? We all have things, we all have weights that burden us and block us from getting to our purpose. So the first thing you have to do, you have to get clear. You have to get clear around your intent. What do I want to do with my life? You got to get clarity around that. What do I want to do with my life? And that's not something that just happens overnight. That's just not something that we jump into. You got to sit down and begin to wrestle with yourself. What do I want to do? And then what are the weights that are preventing me from doing it? And can I tell you on tonight, sometimes that's not all negative stuff. See, a lot of times we think we're not in this particular place or we haven't accomplished this particular thing because of negative things that have impacted our lives. No, sometimes it has nothing to do with negative things. You could want to be an entrepreneur. You could want to stretch out and build your own thing, but you got this good job. You got this, what you believe is this secure thing, and it's preventing you from really moving into purpose. And so I'm not opposed to jobs. I'm just simply saying that sometimes we don't get into the place that we should really be in, because not necessarily because there's something negative going on around us. It's just simply, hey man, I got this thing and I can't let this thing go. What is that? That's fear. I can't let this thing go, even though I don't believe that this is my thing. That this may not be my thing, but it's paying. But this is the thing that I really want to do over here, right? So you have to get real clear about what it is that you want to do. Yeah. What do you want to do? What brings you joy? What gives you happiness? What would you be willing to do if nobody paid you? You have to get clear. You have to remove all of those things around you that would prevent you from moving into that. Hey, if your 9 to 5 is what you love to do, that's what you like to do, man, keep rocking in that. But if you go into a job that you can't stand nobody, you don't like what you're doing, but you just like, I can't let go of that check. But if you dare to maybe step out on this end and discover something else, you might discover that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Right? So you got to get clarity. So sit down and get clarity of purpose. What am I trying to accomplish? What am I trying to do? Number 2, then you have to be bullheaded about it. Because here is the reality. Another weight that comes when you get clear about what you're trying to accomplish, what you're trying to do, all of these naysayers and all of this negativity will come out of the woodworks. And it'll sound spiritual on some level. Oh, Doc, maybe you shouldn't do that. I was having a conversation with somebody today, talking about some things that I'm involved in, and they were asking me what are some of the hindrance of a certain occupation in terms of getting involved. And one of the things that I said at the end of the day is fear. Afraid of what people might say, perceptions. Because everybody will, here's the reality, everybody will have a critique about your life. That's just what it is. Everybody will pretend that they know what might be best for you, but when you get clear about what it is that you are called to do, you have to be bullheaded about it. You have to push into that thing. You have to be laser focused on that thing. You have to be clear. This is the thing that I believe that God has called me into. I know it's going to have some highs. I know it's going to have some lows, but I'm committed to it. Right? Yeah, but I'm committed. Yeah, I'm going to stay, into that. Can I get somebody tonight to say, I know that's right? I know that's right. Because here's the thing. There are all people around you, even currently, who hope you never get a purpose, who hope you never get a vision, who hope you never get clarity and direction and purpose as it relates to your life. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's just can I keep it 100 on this one? That's just truthful. I mean, you know them, because as soon as you get an idea, the first thing they tell you, that'll never happen. First thing they'll tell you, oh, you can't do that. First thing they'll try to convince you of is there's no support for that. Right? I don't know. What is Shark Tank? Shark Tank. I love Shark Tank. I love Shark Tank. But I sit there and I watch Shark Tank, and I got these billionaires, millionaires on there critiquing people's particular products and all of that stuff. And sometimes they agree and they'll go ahead and partner. But I love the moments when these individuals come in and they got a plan and they got a direction, and one of the sharks will offer them some money and $100,000, but then they be wanting like, but I need to have 20%. And they be like, nah, dog. I can't give you 20%. I done worked too hard for this. And the sharks will look at them and be like, well, yada, yada, yada. You're going to have to, and they'll just say, hey, thank you for your time. And they'll just go and walk on out the door. In other words, what they were saying is, I believe in what I have, and I'm not willing to. Clearly, you believe in what I have because you're asking for more percentage of it, right? And so you have to understand, listen, there are going to be people who want to get involved, who don't want to be involved, who may see a vision, who may not see a vision, but you just have to have clarity of purpose. Clarity of purpose. And then, hey, be bulldoggers about it. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. If you can bake and you say, man, listen, I'm going to start baking some muffins and I'm going to sell them right there out of my kitchen. Hey, everybody around you might be like, man, you crazy. What you talking about? Hey, you get busy and you just start doing it. You get busy and don't let the naysayers around you convince you that you can't. Because we live in a world of skeptics. People who are always trying to convince you that you can't do something because they haven't. But I say it all the time. The first thing they'll say to you is you can't do it. But then after a while, they'll start to ask you, how did you do it? Somebody ought to say, I know that's right. Yeah, because that's what they do. They'll say you can't do it, but then when you start to do it, they'll start to say, how did you do it? At first, they'll tell you it'll never happen. But then when you do it, they'll want to know your techniques and your strategies and your plans on how you did. It's crazy, but that's how it happens. The same ones who kind of told me that I couldn't do some things. I look around and they doing the very things that initially they told me that I couldn't do. And what's crazy about it is they're doing it like I do it. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? They doing it like I'm doing it. Some folks don't think you realize that they watching what you're doing. They don't want to acknowledge it. They don't want to give you credit. They don't want to say, hey, I got this from over here. But at the end of the day, when you look at what they're doing, they got it from what you're doing. Somebody ought to say, I know that's right. I know that's right. And so, hey, so you gotta alleviate that weight. You got to get clarity, and then you have to be bullheaded about it. No, this is what I believe that I've been called to do. Now, here's the flip side of that. when you get clarity of purpose, when you be tenacious about what it is that you're going to do, you have to be comfortable. Let me say it again. You have to be comfortable with the ebb and flow of people. You have to be comfortable. You have to be comfortable with the ebb and flow of people. In other words, I think T.D. Jakes said something critically important. He said that when people leave you, you have to be comfortable letting them go. He said he was blessed with the gift of letting go. You really have to be comfortable with that. Because when you get clarity of purpose, when you become, bullheaded about what it is that you're trying to accomplish, you'll discover that you have certain people in your spaces who don't have the capacity to go with you where you're going. They don't have the capacity. It doesn't mean that they're bad people. It really doesn't. It just means that in that moment, in that space and time, they do not have the capacity to go with you. Because the truth of the matter is, they'll be the very ones who will be trying to prevent you from getting where you need to be, because they are fearful of taking the step. Yeah. Somebody ought to send me an offering for that one, because there's some people in your space right now, and every time you're ready to launch out, you got a good idea, you go running to them, and they always convince you, don't do it right now. Right now ain't the right time. Right now ain't the right season. You ought to ask yourself, how come they're always telling me it's not the right season? It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with them. It's kind of like Abraham, right? He gets the word from the Lord. After all of these years, he has a son. Then the Lord comes to him and says, hey, I want you to go sacrifice your son. Y'all know what it is. That seems heart-wrenching, crazy, and everything like that. And the Bible says that he starts off early in the morning, him, his son, and some of his buddies, some of his people. They start off on the journey with him together. Now, he receives clarity of what it is that the Lord has called him to do. He hasn't shared it all with everybody along the way, but one thing is sure. He said, we need to go make way for a sacrifice. But he comes to a place in the journey where he has to look at some of them who have come a certain way with them, and he says, hey, y'all need to stay here. Y'all ain't ready to go to this next level or this next step with me. Now, the Bible doesn't say that anything was wrong with them. They weren't bad people. But here's the reality. If Abraham would have took them men up there, and when he begins to lay Isaac out, they would have tried to stop him. They would have tried to stop him from moving and doing that which God has called him to do. So that's all I'm saying to you. You have to get comfortable when you begin to move in certain spaces. You got to be comfortable leaving people here who are not prepared or who are not ready to go to the next level with you. You got to, and here's the thing, and then you have to be prepared for the noise that comes with that. Because oftentimes when folk are not ready to go to the next level and move in the purpose and the plan that God has for your life, they'll try to make it like you're the issue. So that's why I said you got to be bullheaded. So you got to be comfortable understanding that everybody can't get to the next level with you. And that's fine. I gave you the example the other day in terms of Paul, right? With Mark. In this particular moment, Paul says, no, he's not ready. He can't go to the next level with me. But then when you continue to read the book, it says it comes around and Paul says, go get Mark. He is now useful for me. So some of it, Leon and Winstead, is timing. Some of it is people are just not prepared, just not ready to take that step of faith that you may be taking. And you got to be comfortable with that. But what I've learned is that when you take the step of faith, when you move in the purpose and the direction that God has called you into, you may lose some folk. But the good thing about God is he'll add new folk who are prepared to meet you in the space and the place that you're in to get you to the next step or the next moment. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Yeah. And so here's the reality. Sometimes some must go that others might come. Is that too harsh? Yeah, sometimes that's just what it is. Some must go that others might come. And so you have to be comfortable with that. And then you can't be falling out with folk because they just ain't ready to go to that next level with you. It's cool. It's kind of like Abraham and Lot. Hey, let no ought be between me and you. You want to go that way? I'll go this way. It's cool. Too often we got this vision, we got this plan, we got this purpose, and we're falling out with people because they're just not ready at this moment to go to that next step with you. So you got to be comfortable. You got to be comfortable with that. You got to be clear about that. But if you are to get to the places and the spaces that God is calling you into, you got to understand that dynamic. You got to be clear about purpose. You got to be bullheaded about it. You got to understand that some people who may have been walking with you up until this point may not be prepared to go into the next season of your life with you. And that's fine, because God has a way of adding new people, opening up new doors, giving you new understanding and new revelation and new direction, and to get you where you need to be. And then finally, if you're going to walk in this, if you're going to be bullheaded about it, you have to have faith. You have to have faith. Yeah, if you're going to lose, I talked about earlier about losing weight, don't lose faith. Yeah, there are some things you're going to have to let go of. You're going to have to, lose, but don't lose faith. If you believe that God has called you to it, don't lose faith. Trust what he says, what Paul says concerning God. He who has begun a good work in you shall complete that. Yeah, shall bring it to fruition. Yeah, shall see it done. You have to have faith. And faith is not just simply a theory or a construct or a concept. No, our faith is in a person, in that person of Jesus Christ. So don't lose your faith. Faith is recognizing and understanding that we at first may not see the outcome, but we may not be sure of what lies ahead, but we're sure of who holds the future. Yeah, that he walks with us and he talks with us and he, leads us all the way. So don't lose your faith. When it gets rough, and it will get rough, because anything that God calls you into always requires a faith challenge. Don't lose your faith. When it seems rocky and when it seems shaky and when uncertainty kicks in, don't lose your faith. You just keep on plugging away. You just keep on taking one step at a time. You just keep on trusting him through it all. And he'll get you where you need to be. I believe that. I believe he'll get you where you need to be. Yeah. I believe that faith acts like a thing is so, even when it is not so, that it might what? be so. Yeah, he'll get you where you need to be. So get clarity. And some of y'all in the room right now, you know what it is that God is calling you into, but you need to wrap your faith around your purpose. You need to be bullheaded about, hey man, this is what I believe that God is calling me into. Man, I think about my older brother, Alan, and Alan has always been committed to a certain premise, certain thing. And I remember early on, I just didn't understand him. I did not understand my brother. You know what I mean? Love him to death. I mean, he's one of the most brilliant people I know in all of this world. When I say bright, one of the most brilliant people in all of this world. But at certain stages in our life, I didn't understand. I didn't understand it, you know. But one of the things that I love about my brother is his commitment to his commitment. In other words, there is this certain paradigm that he is committed to accomplishing. And it doesn't matter what my mama said, it don't matter what my daddy said, it don't matter what I say. He's committed to his purpose and to his dream for his life. And because he dared and decided and stepped out in faith and all of that, he's seen a lot of those things come to fruition. Even when I thought it was crazy, even when mom and them thought it was crazy, but he was committed to his purpose. And so he taught me, and I learned by watching him, man, listen, can't nobody walk out to a purpose but you. And your purpose may seem strange to me, but here's the thing, it's not strange to you. Somebody ought to send me an offering for that one. Did you hear what I just said? I said, your purpose may seem strange to others, but it ain't strange to you. We got example after example after example of that in the Bible. Y'all remember Noah, his purpose, build the ark. It seemed strange to everybody who was around him. They didn't get it. They didn't understand what you're talking about. Rain, we ain't never seen none. But it wasn't strange to him. And so forth and so on. Yeah. So when others come to you about your purpose and about your vision, about your dreams, and it seems strange to them, don't trip. Because it ain't strange to you. Yeah. I didn't help somebody. I said it ain't strange to you. You ain't crazy. You just keep on keeping on, because here is the thing. Whenever God calls you to do anything, it always seems crazy at first. But you keep on keeping on, and you'll see that thing come to pass, come to fruition. I'm not telling you something that I heard, not just telling you something that I read, but I'm telling you something that I've walked out. All my life, there have been folk who have tried to convince me that I couldn't get something done. The vision seemed strange to them, but it wasn't strange to me. And I've seen them come to pass. So yeah, so get your purpose. Flow in it. Stand strong in it. Wrap your faith around it. And watch God move. Yeah, watch God move. Man, I'm done tonight. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me on tonight. Hey, I certainly appreciate each and every one of y'all coming into the room every night. Almost tonight, I was like, man, I'm coming off Valentine's, y'all did see my video, last night where I was, taking my wife out to eat. We decided to go to Cheesecake Factory, and they had me in line for like I guess they call it a line now. Everybody sitting in their car waiting on folk, for them to text you to come on in. Had me out there for about 2 hours waiting on that food. But I must admit, when I got in there and I got that food, it was worth that 2 hours, dog. It was worth it. So it all worked out. It all worked out. But the point I'm making, I could have spent in that moment being frustrated and being upset. But what I decided to do was just make a song about it and laugh about it. I could have in that moment decided, man, I'm here with my wife. We're going out. We're trying to, celebrate Valentine's Day. I could have been like, this is not going to happen. Been frustrated, get in the car, let's go. I'm mad, she mad. It could have turned into all of that. But I decided to find a way to laugh about it. And not only me laugh about it, but then she laughs about it. And then you all laugh about it. And then here's the reality. Once they send me that text and said, your table is ready. And once I went into that building, and once I sat down, and once I ordered that meal, and once that meal came out, that 2 hours was well worth it. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? In other words, everything that I had to go through, could have been rough, could have been tough, sometimes frustrating. But if you learn how to find the joy in it, if you learn how to faith it till you make it, if you learn how when you're going through to make somebody else laugh and to help somebody else, what you've been waiting for will be well worth what you had to go through. Yeah, to get it. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? I didn't just help somebody tonight, man. I know somebody gonna send me an offering. Yeah, I didn't just help y'all tonight. Are you understanding what I'm saying? After all of that waiting, found the joy in it, and the meal was worth it. We ate, we was full. The drive home, we smiled. We laughed about, sitting there just talking, waiting or whatever. It was all good. And that's how life works. Seems like these moments come as frustrating, but if you can hold on to your faith, if you can recognize that, man, if I can get to that place of my destiny, God has prepared a table for me. And everything that I had to go through, Paul said some wonderful words, and I'm closing on this. He said, the suffering of this world is not to be compared to the joy that we shall receive. Amen. Can I close on that? Hey, if this word has added value to your life, come on, help your boy out tonight. Right now, I just need you to just go crazy on the likes and the hearts tonight. If this word has added value to your life, Facebook algorithm likes that. So if this word has really blessed your heart on tonight, I need you to just go crazy right now with them likes and with them hearts. Real quick, just send them out, just go crazy. I want to see a blizzard on this phone of them likes and them hearts. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, just go crazy with that for your boy right now. I really would appreciate that. Also in the comments section, just simply say, hey, I was blessed tonight. You helped me. Yeah, on tonight. I appreciate it. Hey, so y'all know what we're trying to do in terms of going viral and all of those things. We'll have more conversations and discussions about that down the road. But if you want to partner with us, I think Sister Lori has put some of the information up there. If you want to be a partner with so the folk in the room can see that, go ahead and pop that back up there real quick for me. Thank you so much. Hey, let's close out this way. Y'all know I love music, and I was trying to find a song that kind of fits what I was sensing, what was going on and all of that after some conversations and everything that I had. So I think this is a wonderful song tonight that we can rock out with. Y'all let me know if you're feeling it. Here we go.
Talk to people tonight who maybe feel Things are hopeless. Dreams have been shattered. Things look dark. Tonight we want to declare to you it's not over. It's only the beginning. Sing it, New Green.
It's not over. It's not finished. It's not ending. It's only the beginning. God is in it. All things are. All things are.
Let's help some people. I know it's darkest.
Though it's dark,
Just before the dawn.
just before dawn,
This might be the hardest season.
be the hardest season you experience.
I know it hurts. I know it hurts.
It hurts.
Won't be too long.
Be too long.
'Cause you're closer than you think you are.
Closer than you've been before.
Look to the sky. Help is on the way. It's not over. No.
It's not finished.
Listen, I need to get out of here. Again, if this word is added value to your life, remember, it's not over. It's only the beginning.
When God,
When God
when
is in
Jesus
it,
at the
yeah,
center of it all things are new.
all things are made new. Hey, I appreciate y'all. Lord willing, we will see you here tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Make sure that you tag, text, and tell somebody to meet us. It's Wade's Word of the Day. I'm out of here. Peace.
Turning around.
Turning.
Seasons
Hey.
are changing.
It's a change.
I
Yes,
feel
it
like
is.
preaching this.